I understand that the district attorney's office is possibly investigating Mayor Cornell Dukes. Your response to that?
I'm not investigating the mayor. Uh, there was an investigation, allegations made against the mayor. I received a preliminary report from the Pointe Sheriff's Office of allegations about him being involved in certain conduct. The evidence was insufficient. Thus far, I sent back to the sheriff 3 questions. One, whether or not there's a policy against the mayor having around-the-clock security. I spoke with the city attorney, John Wayne. He says there's no policy that prevents the mayor from having security around the clock, so it appears the mayor can have a security. I spoke with a city council person and told them that it appears they don't have an ordinance in place that prevents the mayor from having security. 2, I asked them that whether or not the mayor, according to their investigation, what they sent me, whether or not the mayor had used any city funds or city credit card improperly. Their investigation lacked any evidence to show that he had used any city funds improperly. Told them if they did, they need to bring that back. 3, their investigation supposedly involved some other folks. They had not interviewed anyone else other than the officer who purportedly drove him down there. There were some other folks who were supposedly with the mayor. They had not interviewed those folks. And I said, go interview those folks. I asked them if there were any cameras on the street, Bourbon Street, where it was. They said, well, yeah. I said, well, where are the copies of the camera? So the investigation that they supposedly had done was about 3 or 4 pages, and that was it. And it terribly lacked any evidence that supported their allegations. So with that, I sent it back to them to answer the questions that I just told you, which was, did he use any funds from the city illegally? 2, are there any policies in place or ordinances in place that prevents him from having an officer or security around the clock? And 3, to give me all of the information in terms of any other interviews, any other evidence, things of that nature. So that's the extent of it.
Okay, and so it sounds like that the Pointe Coupee Sheriff's Office needs to put together a better report and resubmit it to you?
I just want a thorough, full investigation. If there's evidence, then we would do what we need to do. If there's no evidence, then there's nothing we can do. So, it is what it is. We follow the evidence. So, whichever agency, the Pointe Coupee or whomever is investigating it, just has to bring me evidence. I mean, to speculate or just allege that somebody has done something, I mean, you can accuse anybody of anything. You need evidence. So thus far, it's just a bunch of allegations or accusations. I have not seen any evidence.
Okay, and then you just said that there are video cameras on Bourbon Street. So was the mayor in New Orleans?
I haven't seen any evidence. I haven't seen any evidence of the mayor being on Bourbon Street. I've only heard accusations that he was there. I assume that there are cameras on Bourbon Street, so if there are, show me that. But a picture of him on Bourbon Street or a video of him on Bourbon Street is just that, video of him on Bourbon Street. I need evidence. So I've heard the allegations just as you have. Karen, you're probably one of the better investigative reporters I've met in my life. I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you.
Well, thank you.
I need evidence, and so they need to show me evidence. They haven't shown me anything, and so show me the evidence.
And I guess last question that you and I unfortunately have covered far too many. This would possibly be the 3rd mayor that we're looking into. And the last one, not same exact issue, but unfortunately, it was the mayor was under investigation. First one, same thing. And that's what a lot of people now in New Roads, including council members, are saying, that now we have a 3rd mayor possibly under investigation. You were the lead district attorney, I say agent, but the prosecutor for those cases, and now you are the district attorney. Any response to any of that?
My job is to make a decision on the results of the investigation. I get it. I've been doing this 30 years. So you can make allegations and you can investigate anybody. You can investigate you. You can investigate me. That's fine. People who investigate folks. That's really here nor there. But it's whether or not it's any criminal conduct. So this is America. If somebody were to make an allegation against me, then go right ahead and investigate me. But the investigation should clear me or it should implicate me, whichever the results of it is. So he's merely some allegations being brought against him. So the fact that he's being investigated is really of no moment. I mean, I have done many of investigations, and it's clear folks are evidence has been insufficient. And so there's a small percent of investigations where they end in indictments and convictions. So when people make credible allegations, you investigate. And then you look to see if there's anything to it. I'll tell you, for the most part, they peter out and they just become just that. So he had some allegations brought against him, and the public has a right to know whether or not their elected officials have been involved in some nefarious activities. So thus far, there has been nothing to these allegations. So there's no evidence been produced. And now if there's smoke there, there's fire, then we would proceed with it. So I'll tell you, to all fairness to the mayor, I have not seen other than the allegations of what one person said, what he saw, but there has not been any proof of it other than this hearsay of what this person said. And that's not to say it hadn't happened, but bring me the evidence. You know me, Ms. Child, I'd rather see 100 guilty people go free before I run the risk of putting an innocent man in jail. I've got to see the evidence. So they should go back and do the investigation right and bring me the evidence. And that's all I'm looking for, just the evidence.
Anything else, sir?
Nothing.